Hey everyone, I'm recording right now on February 5th, 2020 at 1:53 p.m. And this is a remake video of my Verde Green Emerson Premium series. It's one of the first years in this generation. And the canopy's a dead giveaway because it's the more generic looking canopy Emerson used in like the late 80s to the possibly late 90s, maybe mid 90s, I don't know. I don't have any brochures when Emerson transitioned from that, but anyway, I got this a little over a decade ago at Habitat for Humanity Restore in Washington, Pennsylvania, along with a white 52-inch 5-blade Hunter Summer Breeze, which I still have. I rather like that fan as a childhood, but it makes me feel fine, best of all. But enough digressing. One of the main differences on this fan is like it's a different venue for display, which I think looks better. And I had it up around the holidays, wanted to get festive with the fan, so I usually display a lot of fans right here in this very room. It's a new thing, new trend I've got going for me. And I've gone through a couple blade sets on this fan. Most notably an antique oak set, which is genuine Emerson. It came off its brushed nickel sister, which I picked up last summer on, was it Let Go? And I had a set of maple blades originally on this fan for the second round too, but personally it looked better on this one. The oak, mind you, looked better on this one, and the maple looked better on the more common. It's more commonly seen with brushed nickel this day and age. So I traded to fellow collector Dominic to Sorry if I mispronounced your name, but I hope you are enjoying said fan. And let's look at some of the features. I know I showed you the canopy, but let's look at the sideband. But before I get into that, like I said before, it was manufactured sometime in the late 90s, given the more generic looking canopy, and sometime in the late 90s Emerson switched over to the more cylindrical tuna fish can shaped canopy that they still use to this day. But so this canopy is a dead giveaway. That's an earlier one in this generation, and I don't know when Emerson stopped offering this finish, but there's close up of the vents. I know I showed you the blade, but let's show sometime in the late 90s they started using this tulip style blade arm exclusively to the Premium. I think they have something different now, correct me if I'm wrong. And if you look to where the blades bolt onto the flywheel, they interlock. Kind of a pain to install, take down, but I think it looks kind of cool. I mean, it can be done with 4 or 5 blades, but I think it looks better with 5, in my opinion. And if I zoom in closely enough to get the camera to hold steady here. Oops. That is some of the spokes of the rubber flywheel the blades mount to. And the flywheel looks like it's in good shape. And I'll show the reverse switch. The fan's on the other side. It's right around there. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's there. It's on that side. And I do have its predecessor Premium, a couple of them actually. One's new in the box, but they made it more Casablanca-esque, given the flywheel and the switch housing on it, to compete more directly with Casablanca. But personally, these will run a little bit more efficiently. And if you see the fitter is also Verde Green. I found it off eBay many moons ago, and the globe is something I added. Found it at Goodwill. It's got a mallard there. It's very rustic looking. It goes really well with this fan. I'm very, very impressed with it. It has one pull on it. I don't know where the other is, but that's how it came. But anyway, let's shed a little light on the situation, shall we? And it does have a CFL bulb in it. Doesn't put out a heck of a lot of light, but it does put out a decent amount though. And this room doesn't really get used too much, so it will have to do for now. Look how it illuminates the motor quite well. But let's turn out the light and rev up the fan first on low speed. Oops, medium. Starting to gain more momentum. I did have a white and brass premium here that had a 6-inch down rod as opposed to a 4-inch like this one has, but that one wobbled, and I think it needed a new flywheel according to Charles Smith, aka Chandru, who I got it from on Trade of Animation. And let's bump it up to high, shall we? Now it really cranks out a lot of air. Now if you listen closely, you'll hear a little whistling sound. But it can easily be drowned out with the wind noise of the fan. Let's see if you can hear it. Can you hear that whistling? It's hardly audible though. Yeah, it's moving good air just like a Emerson K55 motor should, because that's what it has in it. Let's power it down. It's got good spin down time too. The bearings on it are really good. I mean, it's a solid running fan. I just love the rustic look it puts out. You don't find too many ceiling fans in this finish anymore. I don't know when Emerson stopped offering this finish. So like I said before, it is powered by the Emerson K55 stack motor. It's one of the best, most efficient ceiling fan motors ever produced. And Emerson's one of my favorite brands in ceiling fans, so. Okay folks, fan has ceased operation. Thank you for watching. This concludes our broadcast day.